students, welcome to AskPrep. My name is Sakshi and we are discussing the chapter Cell, class 11. I hope whatever we have done so far is very much clear to you. We have spoken about the various organelles which are present in the cell, about the membranes which are present around them, and so on. Now we come to the next part, which is the cytoskeleton. But before we start, I want to let you know that in case of any queries, any problems, please reach out to us through the comment section. And also, if you're looking for an online batch, then our upcoming batch is starting soon. So do reach out to us for that too, right? Okay, so the cytoskeleton, here the word cyto means cell, and the skeleton means, we know the skeleton, right? Which is present in the animals and our body also, right? So it is the cytoskeleton which we are going to talk about now. So it is a network of minute proteinaceous structure which are in the cytoplasm. All right. So now I've put a picture of a bridge over here. You must be wondering why is it here. So just to make you understand better what is the basic structure of a cytoskeleton. Like imagine this is a bridge और एक ब्रिज को बनाने के लिए हमें एक्सटर्नल सपोर्ट्स की जरूरत होती है, राइट? सो these kind of pillars are put in between, right? And then these more rods are also put so that it gets good strength, right? So here these pillars can be compared to the microtubules, right, which are placed at a specific distance in the bridge, and the microfilaments are these thin, the wires that connect the bridge, right? Over here, it is mentioned that hollow tube-like structures and which is composed of the protein tubulin. So these pillars, which we can see in the bridge, these are the microtubules that are present here in the cytoskeleton. These images are of the cytoskeleton, and it is very much clear in the darker shades, the darker green areas. These are the microtubules, and here on the sides, the thin lines which are present close to the edge, these are the microfilaments. The blue over here is, you can see it easily, this is the nucleus, right? Now, what is the role of a cytoskeleton? अब skeleton हमारी body में भी क्या role play करता है? It gives us the support, right? Maintains the shape. We have also spoken about maintaining the shape in the previous one of the organelles. Can you remind that? Yes, it was the cell membrane and the cytoplasm. So in cell, it is not only one skeleton, one organelle's job that it has to maintain the shape. It is taken care by multiple things. So in which cytoskeleton also is one of them, right? Though cytoplasm and the plasma membrane or the cell membrane also plays a vital role in that, right? It also influences the locomotion. What does the term locomotion means here? Moving from one place to another. When a cell or the organelle, it has to move from one place to another, it is termed as the locomotion. And also inside the movements which are inside the cell, that is cytoplasmic streaming. We have studied when we studied about the cytoplasm, that there are motion of the fluid within the cell also. So that was termed as the cytoplasmic streaming. And the amoeboid movement is the movement or locomotion of the organism from one place to another, right? So I hope this much is clear. Okay, after all the other cellular organelles, now we come to cilia and flagella. So cilia and flagella, they are the tiny hair-like structure which are present on the surface. Ab cilia jo hai, they are smaller in size and they cover the larger surface area. They're present on they're multiple in number when they're in the cell. Whereas the flagella, it is a longer in size and it is less in number, generally one or two present in the cell, right? Now, why are we discussing it together? Because they are structurally the same. We'll talk about the structure now. One, the outer covering of this is called the plasma membrane, which you can see it here in the diagram, this blacker one. This is the plasma membrane. And anything which is inside that is the axoneme, right? Now, what all axoneme consist of is the central core. ये जो red के अंदर दिख रहा है, this is the central core. Here, a 9 pair of doublets are present. डबलेट्स मतलब कि जिसमें दो एक साथ हैं. सो उसके 9 पेयर हैं. सो लाइक दिस, इफ यू काउंट देम ऑल टुगेदर, इट विल टर्न आउट टू बी 9. And one central microtubule which is present over here, this one, right? So इस अरेंजमेंट को क्या कहते हैं? 9+2, क्योंकि ये दो हैं और ये 9 का पेयर है बाहर. So that is why it is called a 9+2 arrangement. Now central microtubules are connected by a bridge, this one, which is clearly visible. These two microtubules are connected by a bridge. This is the cross section of a flagella. If you take a hair-like structure and then you cut it like this, then this image that you can see here, this is observed. And the central sheath is connected to the peripheral microtubule. Peripheral क्या होते हैं? जो ये बाहर वाली side है, the outer ones, the 9 pair. These are the peripheral. And this red is the central sheath, which is connected to these peripheral microtubules. Okay, the central sheath is connected to the peripheral tubules like this over here. The central sheath is this red one that you can see it in the diagram. Now, what is the role of this? Now, it acts as a locomotory organ. Like we know about the paramecium. Paramecium के पूरे surface के ऊपर छोटे-छोटे hair-like structure होते हैं, that are the cilia. It also helps in the movement of material through the pathway. जैसे a gut है, if we talk about the esophagus, there are tiny hair-like structure which are present in that, and the movement of air and the movement of food, it goes down to the stomach and the digestive organs with the help of the cilia. Now, flagellar movement help in the movement of the cell, or we can say the locomotion of the cell. एक जगह से दूसरी जगह लेके जाना, that is a flagellar movement. Ciliary movement help in the movement of mucus, as we have just discussed, कि अगर air को passage को अपने हमारी air जो passage के through नीचे lungs तक जा रही है, वो plus the food, it has this mucus and the hair-like structure, which is the cilia, which is present in that. So this is all about cilia and flagella. So since we have completed all the cell organelles, now we'll talk about the major differences between plants and animal cell. So while doing the cell organelles, we saw that the major difference, one main difference was in the cell wall, right? In the animal cell, it is absent, whereas in the plant cell, it was present. And about the vacuole also, we had discussed while studying the vacuole part, that vacuole is significantly big in case of plant cell, while in animal cell, it is smaller or sometimes maybe absent. Of course, about the chloroplast, which is present in the plant cell as they have to undergo photosynthesis, it is present in plants, whereas absent in the animal cell. The shape also varies from plant cell to the animal cell. Since they have to produce their own food, they have to undergo photosynthesis, and the animal cell do not show any this kind of activity. Okay, so whatever we have studied so far was the eukaryotic cell. जितने भी cell organelles के बारे में हमने बात की, that was all under the eukaryotic cell. Now we will talk about the prokaryotes. So what kind of cell do they have? So first of all, let's talk about the envelope, the outer covering. So they do have cell wall as well as the cell membrane. The cytoplasm, which is there, it is filling the space, performing the same function. It contains enzymes and the components and the organic molecules which are present there. Since we know it is the prokaryotic cell, so that means the nucleus is not very well defined. That means the genetic material is just lying, as we can see it here in the diagram also. This is the genetic material. It does not have any specific covering outside or any organized manner in which it is placed. So the genetic material is single cellular DNA. So now plasmids are present that carry the gene and help in the reproduction. So ribosomes are 70S. We know by now what is 70S and 80S, and it is a structure for protein synthesis. We have also talked about while studying ribosome that it is a universal cell organelles. So that means it is also present in the prokaryotic cell. And here we can see it, it is present here. Now, there are inclusive bodies also that play specific role for the storage of the material. Now, pili are these structures that we can see it here in the diagram. the hair-like structure. These are these are present that help the cell to get attached to the host body. Right? Now, flagella यहाँ पर भी present है. It is composed of protein flagellin. This is the flagella. It has got three major parts. One is the filament, this longer one. This portion over here is the hook, and the one which is attached to the body is the basal body. Right? So, students, this was all about the chapter cell. We have studied about the various organelles, about the discovery and prokaryotes and eukaryotes and everything, right? I hope all the concept is very much clear to you. In case of any doubts, please reach out to us and do let us know in the comment section. Thank you.